I apologize for the poor sound quality. There's a lot of gusting wind that day, but I think you'll find the content very interesting.
Hello, this is Tim Collins, Evangelist, coming to you again with our Weekend Word. Well, today we're coming to you from Andersonville, Georgia, the site of an infamous Civil War prison camp. And behind you can see what it looked like. There was a stockade, and the prisoners had to have their own shelter. They provided their own shelter from just rags or clothing that they strung up and made tents out of. It was a very, very harsh existence. About a third of the prisoners died during the time they were here. The prison was not that large. It started out at 16 acres, and after a few months they expanded it to 26 acres.
As we pan around, you can see the perimeter of the stockade represented by the white stakes going all the way down to the bottom of the hill that you'll see.
At one point, it held over 32,000 prisoners in here. Over 45,000 prisoners came through during the time of the war between the states, and about almost 13,000 of them died. One of the biggest problems was they didn't have any fresh water. The only water supply to supply 32,000 people was a little stream that ran across down at the bottom of the hill there. And that was the only water that they had. Now, there were no toilet facilities, and so the human waste just washed down into the stream, and thousands of people died from dysentery. Thousands of the guards died from dysentery as well. Almost 13,000 Union soldiers that were imprisoned here died in this camp in about 15 months that it operated. They didn't have any fresh water, and my mother told me about a story about the prison camp here. The official version is a little bit different from what Mama told me, but I'm going to tell you both of them. She said that because so many people were dying for lack of water, some of the soldiers that were in prison here went to one of their chaplains, and they pointed out how Moses had struck a rock, and God had provided water from a rock. Well, in this whole camp, there was a large boulder down at the bottom of the hill, a huge boulder, and they said, if God put the Israelites in the wilderness, maybe he'll do it for us. They asked the chaplain to pray. Well, this part is in the official record. There came a horrific thunderstorm one night. My mother said lightning struck the rock. At any rate, an artesian well began to flow from that rock that still flows today. It provided fresh water and saved thousands of lives. We're going to take a walk down there and show you the well.
Okay. We're here at the study in Andersonville where lightning struck the rock and water began to flow and saved thousands of lives. Water still flowing today, over 125 years later. This artesian well is still flowing. And your problem is not in a desperate situation that the prisoners were in Andersonville. But whatever your need is, God is just as concerned about it as he talks about the need of the prison for water. God is listening, waiting for you to call upon him. And Paul said in Philippians 4:19, my God will supply all of your needs according to his glorious riches in Jesus. Notice that God meets our needs not according to our needs, but according to his riches in glory by Christ Jesus. Now, Christmas and Andersonville promised that they needed an artesian well that would flow for over 100 years, but they got one. And ironically, I think it's funny that people who don't walk to the